how to create and animate stories using various software programs such as Flipbook, Alice, and Blender. They will understand the concepts of creating characters, backgrounds, actions, and movements, as well as the history behind the evolution of animation. Students will also sketch regularly to learn how to create characters. There are no prerequisites for the class.
Art 1 is a beginning art class which is open to all 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. Students work on different projects throughout the year, from drawing and painting to creating sculptures with paper mache and ceramics. Students also learn about the elements and principles of art. Art students may take a short field trip in the spring to the Texas Sculpture Garden at Hall Office Park. Art 2 is the intermediate art class, which is open to 7th and 8th graders who have successfully completed Art 1 in middle school. Art 2 brings on the knowledge learned in Art 1 and incorporates more digital art, painting, illustration art, and using more advanced materials and techniques. Art 2 students may take a field trip in the spring to a major museum in the DFW Metroplex. Art 3 is the advanced art class, which is an application-only class and is open to 8th graders who have successfully completed Art 1 and Art 2 and have been approved to move to Art 3. Art 3 creates larger and more advanced projects, incorporates more photography, student choice collaboration, 3D printing, and students paint their portrait on a ceiling tile in the art room. Art 3 students may take a field trip in the spring to a major museum in the DFW Metroplex. All level of art students will have the opportunity to compete in art contests and have artwork displayed in the halls and art shows in the district, county, and state.
A student is not required to take part in athletics. Athletics is a privilege. To try out for volleyball and basketball and football, you must take athletics as a class. Other sports such as track, cross-country, and soccer do not require signing up for athletics. There will be tryouts for volleyball, basketball, and football to place you on a team. There may be cuts in volleyball and basketball. Uniforms are provided for athletes to wear during the athletics class. In athletics, students learn more about their sports, such as how to be a good athlete with a positive attitude and behavior in and out of the classroom. Students who do not practice good sportsmanship and incorporate Griffin behavior expectations can be removed from his or her team. Athletics should have top priority over all sports leagues not affiliated with FISD. During the off-season, students work on conditioning and weight training, as well as some drills to prepare them for the next sport. The off-season workouts will take place only during the school athletic period. If you did not participate in athletics your 7th grade year, or you did not play on a volleyball or basketball team, you will need to set up a meeting with the coaches before schedules are created to gain approval to be in 8th grade athletics.
7th and 8th grade band members are enrolled in concert band, symphonic band, or the Wind Symphony. Members of all three groups work on varying levels and styles of music together as a team in class every day. They also participate in lots of great activities, pep rallies and concert performances, in addition to lots of opportunities for social events. These classes are open to students who have previously taken a beginning band class. If current 6th or 7th graders want to join band next year, it is possible, but they will need to talk with Ms. Kanzler about what to do next.
It's really fun to get the opportunity to learn how to play a musical instrument. Gives you kind of something extra to do. In band, I feel like you can connect as a family and you get to know people better.
Good afternoon, Griffin Gators.
The main purpose of broadcast is to visually report to the school about events that happen throughout the year. These events could be Red Ribbon Week, school dances, class activities, and more. In broadcast, you will learn how to use Adobe Premiere Elements 15, the green screen, interviewing techniques, and more. Going to events throughout the school year is expected. You will be going before and after school. After taking this course, you will know the roles and responsibilities of creating a broadcast.
Griffin Middle School Choir has a very successful program with a history of excellence. The Griffin Choir has 3 different groups of singers. There is the 6th grade women's choir, men's choir, and 7th through 8th grade women's choir. The GMS choir takes part in many events throughout the year, including fall, winter, and spring concerts, the fun end-of-year pop show, Christmas tours to local elementary schools, the WHS cluster concert, and socials to main event, Hawaiian Falls, and other fun opportunities. The choir also attends several competitions such as the TMEA All-Region Choir Auditions, the Pride of America Music Festival, the NSHS Choral Music Festival, Solo and Ensemble Contest, and the UIL Choir Contest. Griffin choirs have earned many UIL sweepstake trophies over the years, as well as other awards.
What I found fun is working with the people and being able to sing, since I've always enjoyed singing. I learned how to sight read and enjoy my music.
Health is a high school credit class. This class is just for 8th graders. In it, you learn about the health triangle, which is about physical, family, social, and emotional health. You also learn about the body systems. Many things you do not cover in your core classes you will probably cover in that class. This class is just project-based learning. You get to meet new students, and it is for 1 semester. There is no prerequisite for this class.
The tasks and distances for an office aide vary, but it can also lead to new friendships.
So there aren't any really requirements that you have to get in order to get in. There's only really one, and it's that you have to be an 8th grader to get in. During 7th grade, when you're asked what classes you want to get in, all you have to do is just go up to Mrs. Leffel and she'll give you an application form that you have to fill out to be a library aide. They'll ask you some simple questions.
Major activities we get to do, we deliver hold slips to people, we do print forms, we laminate stuff. During Christmas, we get to decorate the Christmas tree and also build the Christmas tree. And also, we get to go to the library book drop down in the cafeteria and collect the books from that. So the most enjoyable part of my job is we get to learn stuff and facts, and we get to learn stuff about the library. And we also get to do other stuff with all the technology in here, which is pretty cool.
During the first semester of this class, the students participate in multimedia projects that incorporate layout, photo composition, typography, and basic audio editing. The software used is Photoshop, GarageBand, and some other online apps. The second semester focuses on video production. Students learn about video editing using Adobe Premiere and camera and audio equipment. Multimedia and video production is a prerequisite to any student wanting to audition for broadcast, so students who have broadcast in mind should take multimedia and video production in 7th grade. For those who enjoy the class, there is an option to take multimedia and video production too, which advances on the skills learned in multimedia and video production.
The tasks and distances for an office aide vary, but it can also lead to new friendships and a positive outcome.
In office aid, we go get attendance, and then we can go get ice for the teachers, and like whatever they want us to do, like go hand out papers to the teachers. That's what we do. We kind of go everywhere, like around the school, like to run whatever they need us to do.
So we get to meet in the beginning of the year a lot of the staff in the office, and sometimes we do like meet or see new students in like the younger classes.
Orchestra teaches you how to use your instruments and play pieces for your peers. Let's talk to some students about what they learned in this class.
In orchestra, I learned how to play my instrument and cooperate as part of an orchestra.
Plays in many concerts. They play in cluster concerts with other schools and in a holiday concert with COM.
Robotics 1 allows students an opportunity to take a STEMS class. In this class, students will learn about the engineering process as well as an intro into programming. Students will use the LEGO Mindstorms kit to learn basic programming, gear ratios, and use of motors and sensors. During this class, students will learn team building skills as they will work in groups the entire year. Finally, students will do a daily journal to keep track of where they are and where they need to be by the end of the project. Robotics 2 is for 8th grade students. In order to be in Robotics 2, students must complete Robotics 1. In this class, students will get more in-depth with programming their EV3 robot. Students will also learn about data wires, my blocks, and extended uses of motors and sensors. To get in this class, students must complete an application which includes 2 teacher recommendations.
Skills for Living is a home economics class focusing on personal development, family functions, child development, food and nutrition, and sewing. This class is open to all 7th and 8th graders who have not previously taken middle school Skills for Living. Students in Skills for Living 1 work with flower babies to learn the responsibility of caring for a child, use sewing machines, and students also learn how to cook and how to use different kitchen appliances. Skills for Living 2 is a more advanced home economics class which goes more in depth on topics that were taught in Skills 1, while including more hands-on projects like cooking, baking, and students participate in 2 sewing projects during the year. Students also learn about smart shopping, babysitting responsibilities, and interior design. This class is open to all 8th graders who have previously taken Skills for Living 1.
Spanish 1 covers basic Spanish verbs and dialect. Let's talk to some students about what they learned in the class.
My favorite part about Spanish is getting to learn about like the other cultures in the world and getting to be able to know that one day I'll get to talk to like other people that speak Spanish. And this year we've learned how to about the community and how to introduce our family members and how to address people and how to introduce ourselves. My favorite part of Spanish is the circlos. We get to learn a lot in the circlos, and I have improved a lot from them.
For strength and conditioning, we focus on proper lifting technique and developing speed, agility, and endurance.
Students take this class because it conditions you and helps you know what your limits are as an athlete.
Tests and measurements of fitness, strength, and conditioning will be a part of this course to evaluate progress.
We focus on running, lifting weights, doing cardio. It's a balanced class, so if you don't like running, you can always do weights, and so it's a lot of different stuff to do.
The expectation for this class is higher than for PE. On a regular basis, strength and conditioning classes will not be learning or playing sport-specific games. Strength and conditioning classes will be in the weight room to lift weights and on the track for short and long distance running.
This class will help you because it tests your limits and where you are as an athlete, so it could help you grow in a career.
Technical theater is all about learning what goes on behind the scenes and how to operate the lights, curtains, spotlight, and more. There's no prerequisite for this class. Technical theater is available for both 7th and 8th graders.
In tech theater, we study everything but acting. So in tech theater, we do design of costumes, makeup, set, props, sound, lights, all of that. Technical theater students also work on our productions as sound crew, light crew, backstage crew, stage manager, things like that.
In teen leadership, students will learn how to be a quality leader with a strong sense of who they are and where they are going. This class is for 8th graders only. It helps students develop relational and leadership skills. It helps students learn skills that they will use even beyond high school. Students will learn these through speeches, team and relationship building activities. Teen leadership is a 1-semester class and has no prerequisites.
Tryouts for tennis for upcoming 7th and 8th graders are in early April. 7th graders who are already good tennis players have an opportunity to make the advanced team. The beginner class is a 7th grade only class, while the advanced class includes 7th and 8th graders. The Griffin tennis team is made up of the 7 boys and girls from the advanced class. Students will practice technique and perform competitive drills daily to improve their tennis game.
Students can join theater to learn about everything that happens behind the scenes of plays and musicals. They can also learn new tips to improve their acting. Theater 1 is open to all 3 grade levels, and Theater 3 is open to 7th and 8th graders, with Theater 1 as a prerequisite. Theater production is the next step up from Theater 3, and it is an audition class with the prerequisite of theater. Both 7th and 8th graders can audition.
freshman yearbook, we write creative stories to capture what happens every day here at Griffin, and we try to find the best pictures and just really capture the year so that when you buy the book, you are getting the best look at what happened in the 2018-2019 year. I like writing stories on what the daily events, or my favorite thing is to write about theater productions. That's really fun. I think other students should take this class next year because it's a really fun learning experience. You get to learn how to use cameras, how to take pictures the proper way, and how to write stories and create spreadsheets.
In order to be considered for yearbook, students must get recommendations from 2 teachers, complete an application that has them demonstrate their writing skills, and answer questions relating to responsibility and task commitment.